Greetings, hello, hello, welcome on in, Unoptimized Fool from the closet. Glad you could be here. Let's go ahead and talk about 11.1.5. Now, we recently got an announcement that it's coming out on April 22nd, and we got some of the beautiful splash screens. But hear that, though, splash screens. There's two of them for 11.1.5. Now, usually, hold on, there's only one, right? Now, what's going on? Now, the two splash screens are hinting at, again, not confirmed, but hinting at a staggered release of content for that patch. Now, don't get too crazy with it, okay? Don't get like, oh, Blizzard's time getting stuff again. Technically, they are. Now, one of the splash screen does say about the Dastry Duos event, which, by the way, Dastry Duos is like this, go back and, back in the day and fight old bosses and get some transmog gear. It says coming soon, Dastry Duos. So it looks like Dastry Duos is going to be in the later half of this 0.5 patch. But to be fair, let's defend Blizzard here. Let's be the white knight who defends a multi-billion-dollar company here, and say that compare this to from 11.0.5 to now 11.1.5. There's a lot of numbers. Compare those two patches, the Siren Isle versus this patch, right? Do we get any new zones? No. Okay. But there's a lot more content with this patch than Siren Isle. You've got Siren Isle, and it was time gated. So we made the video, right? It was time gated. Not that much to do on that island. Obviously, repetitive stuff, obviously. But main quest-wise, no. But now in this patch, we get Horrific Visions, Dastry Duos. We have the Nightfall scenario inside of Hollowfall, right? The cooldown manager. We're getting a lot of content for a small patch. This is actually not like a small patch at all. We're getting more content. So it makes sense to stagger this, because eventually, when I was first looking at all this content, I'm like, man, Dastry Duos, Nightfall, Horrific Visions, those are 3 systems, right, that you have to grind out. That's a lot to do, especially since season 2's already in full swing. You have, again, it seemed like a lot of content, so it looks like they are staggering it. Now, obviously, some people will still complain that's time gated, but honestly, this is the perfect content to time gate, because again, you have 3 systems. Again, 2 of them are new, right? Dastry Duos and the Nightfall. And then you have Horrific Visions, which is modified, right? Again, this is from BFA. If you haven't played it yet, it's new for you, awesome. But for the players who've been playing, pre-BFA, this is old content. But obviously, it's probably going to have a couple new things improved here and there, hopefully, right? Because, again, it's on the PTR if you want to test it out now. I haven't really done an official test of it. I've ran through it once. But other than that, nothing too crazy. But, yeah, it looks like it's going to be staggered. Now, again, this isn't confirmed, right? Splash screens are bound to change. It's still in the PTR. But one splash screen does say coming soon, Dastry Duos. So I would expect Dastry Duos to come out a little bit after. And I'm hoping that at least, like, for example, we get the Nightfall and the Horrific Visions at first. Hopefully, none of them go away when Dastry Duos comes in. Hopefully, we just have all 3, right? Maybe we've already grinded out the Horrific Visions, or we've already done all that. Because again, with the Nightfall scenarios, by the way, there is 10 levels of Renown to get. So obviously, there's even more of a grind there, too, that Siren Isle couldn't give us. Again, I think we're getting more content than Siren Isle, so maybe this staggering does make sense, right? Again, this isn't 100% confirmed, but the splash screens are hinting at this, and obviously there's multiple splash screens. Usually there's only one, because when the content comes out, you can just sum it up in one splash screen. Why do you need 2? Usually because something's coming here sooner. Maybe they're just trying to figure out the 2 options, but the fact that it says coming soon, Dastry Duos, makes me think that this is staggered. Now, again, not confirmed, it's subject to change, but I wanted to bring this to your attention that you might not see Dastry Duos at the beginning, or Horrific Visions, or even the Nightfall scenario. We might not see those at launch. Again, we don't know yet. Like, it's not officially confirmed. Again, it's promised to happen eventually in 11.1.5, but at the start of it, we don't really know at this point. Again, just bringing this detail to you, but a little bit of a speculation. Again, nothing too crazy, though. But I want to hear what you have to think. Let me know in the comments if this is all, bullcrap, or it has some legitimacy. But, guys, Unoptimized Fool from the closet. I'll see you guys next time.